This is Virtuoso lesson 54 and 55 with Bernard Kitchens, and it's February 4th, 2015. And let's start with scales again, and let's run them straight through, going around the color circle.
Oh, it's green, so this would start the weird.
Right?
Same.
Nice.
Now the green. Right. Right.
Nice.
Okay. Green. This one starts right here.
Is it a green?
Yes.
So it's going to be normal for green.
Okay, so there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right.
Cool.
And blue. This is we get to the weird left-hand pattern.
Yep.
So, yeah. And it's right. Now we've got violet. This is the threes.
Watch that right hand. It's the right hand you're missing coming down.
Let's try it again.
There you go.
Okay. And then violet, threes and fours. No. Okay.
Nice.
And then red violet. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Got to move to the thumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go.
Nice. That was about half the time it took you yesterday. So that was good. And you were able to problem solve entirely on your own. So that was good. Let's go to song 19 in book 4, lesson 4. Let's play it straight through, just without commenting on any of it. Just, see if you can remember the patterns and whatnot from last time.
One, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and
Yeah, you had it. You had it. Nice. Quite nice. Let's just do the last 2 lines again, just to get further exposure. Yes. Good. Let's try it again and see if you can keep from stopping or pausing. Even if you make a mistake, just keep moving forward. that was absolutely perfect. I mean, everything. All the right notes, right rhythms, no slowing down. Just sounded amazing. I'm blown away.
And that's weird. I just kept going, and I thought I wasn't sure about the chords. I was just like, yeah, I think that's right. And then, but you said don't stop, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
That was awesome. It's just awesome. All right. Let's pull up song 20. And song 20 is the most unusual song almost of the entire methodology. And it's done so on purpose. And you either like it or you hate it. You either like the way it sounds or you hate the way it sounds. It's got some dissonance. But it's meant to be sort of challenging on multiple fronts, because what we're going to be doing after this song from this point forward is quite a bit different. And so it's meant to kind of bring everything you've done to bear at this point and just push the limits and see what you can do. So what you should notice straight away is how far apart the hand positions are on the staff.
Yeah, very far.
Which is what they are on the keyboard. So the first thing is, and you may have to look at more than one line of the song itself to determine what the hand positions are. So that's the first thing, is figure out which is which in both hands.
Okay. So let's see. Between 7 and 8.
But they are the two hand positions you've been using, so it's got to be one of those two. So.
That looks like the right hand.
Okay.
Okay, and then the left hand.
And I'm assuming that is between 7 and 8. I can't really tell the numbers on your keyboard.
Yes.
Okay.
7's here.
Okay.
8's here.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that. So we're yellow in the right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the left hand. It's the yellow orange.
Yep. And then it's a matter of where you place it.
Okay, between 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
That would be there.
It's all the way down there. So it's basically a 4-octave separation. Now, that in and of itself is challenging, because when you play things that far apart, it can create disparity, not just psychologically, but literally the way things, the way that the waveforms hit your ears. So it can throw you off in unusual ways. So you know where your hands are. Go ahead and pull off your hands and look up at the ceiling and then put them back up again. Okay, good. Now, if we look at these note values, you've got some tied note values that cross measures. Just to show what you can do with tied notes. So if we look at the left hand of measure 1 and 2, whole note tied to a half note tied to an eighth note. So a half note to an eighth note, that's like your 5/8 note that you've been dealing with, plus an entire whole note. So literally, that would be like a, what? 8/8 plus 5/8 is 13/8.
8. Almost 2 whole counts.
And you get the exact same count between measures 3 and 4 with the tied value. But then if you look at measures 5 and 6 on the second line, you've got a whole note tied to a quarter note. So you can look at that as either a 5/4 or a 10/8, however you want to look at it. But if we chose to look at it as a 5/4, then it's double the value of a 5/8 note, which is probably the more correct way to look at it, mathematically anyway. Then if you look at measure 9 on the third line, now you've got your properly viewed 5/8 notes, which is the rhythmic value we're focusing on for these last 4 songs. Then across measures 11 and 12 on the third line. You've got an eighth note tied to a whole note. So that's a 9/8. So you've got a lot of different values, but the real thing is all these tied values. So let's just look at it in measure 1. You've got this note that's lasting an entire measure plus 5/8. So it's really like you're just playing a 5/8 note. That's how you're viewing it. You just happen to have started it a long time ago. Because it's really splitting, it's really about what's going on in measure 2. That is a 5/8 portion and a dotted quarter note, which is a 3/8 portion. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's not that complicated. You just got to realize where you're at and that these notes are just dragging on endlessly. So there's not that many notes and lots of repetition. So with that little bit, oh, and the other thing is, for the first time, if you look at the end of line 2, and you look at the end of the staff system where it says repeat bars,
Mm-hmm.
so you see how you've got that thickened line, so it's like 2 lines at the end and the thickened line with the 2 dots. That is a repeat symbol. And without any other further indicators, it just means that when you get to that point, you're going back either to the beginning of the song or to forward repeat bars. Well, since there are not any forward repeat bars in the song, it must be going back to the beginning of the song. So essentially, you play measures 1 through 8 twice and then go on to measure 9. We're not going to worry about the repeat right now, but anyway, that's technically what that would mean. So let's just play it through and see what happens. And make sure you really count strong on this so you're aware of where you're at. And again, if you stop counting, you're probably going to get lost.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Oh, wrong. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's tight note.
Okay.
Can I try this again?
Sure.
Okay, I think I can get it.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you starting?
I'm just gonna start the line over again.
Okay. Go a little faster. It'll probably help you.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
No.
3.
No.
So it'll be.
And
So
go
what should I do? Should I
count
go 3
faster. It makes it easier if you count a little faster.
So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 shoot. 1 and 2 and wait a minute, that's like 1 and 2 and 3. Wait, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and
You got a left hand coming in there somewhere.
So it's okay. All right, let's do this line.
Don't stop your count though. That'll only confuse you.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and nope, that's only that's a 1 and count. Okay. And 2.
Wait, can I ask you what notes you're playing in the left hand?
Wait, is it the wrong? I think it's is it a yellow green?
No.
It's not.
No.
It's a blue green.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I thought I was hearing it wrong, but I couldn't actually see your hand very well. It's very hard to see that low on the keyboard. That's okay. Just want to make sure, because that might throw you off too.
And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Nope. Nope.
Oh jeez. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and
Nope.
3 and...
Nope. Just play the second measure.
Okay.
Pretend you're holding that first note in the left hand. Start with the right hand.
1 and 2 and... Okay, it's like right after each other.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 3. Oh,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Wait. Okay. Got that. So we're doing 1 and 2 and 3.
Nope. When does that last note come in? Just name it right now.
And
what about in the left hand?
Same thing.
All right.
Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wait.
What's that chord in the left hand?
This. Wait. No.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, it is. Same note. Okay. Okay. So it's. So go. 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Yeah. That's it.
4.
Okay. If you think you got it, try the whole line. Cool. From the beginning. And by the way, do something for me. What are the 3 different chords in the left hand of the top 2 lines? What are they?
They're this, and this, right?
Yeah, play. So they're all notes that are 2 notes apart, right? Is that right?
Yes.
So that's pretty simple. Okay, just think about that. All right, play again from the beginning.
1 and that's right. 1 and 2 and no.
By the way, don't count too slow. These notes are so long, you just lose all context if it's too slow.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. No. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Nope, 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 nope. When does that left hand come in the second measure?
Wait, on 2.
Yeah. You just got to wait, and how you know that is you've got nothing but quarter notes and half notes in that measure. So it has to come in on a number. Has to.
1 and 2, and
Try it again from the beginning. And I want you to see if you can sense, since you really have hardly anything going on at the end of the first line, you need to be able to make the turn from line 1 to line 2 without stopping. It helps you feel the song a lot better.
1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and
Nope. Go again from the whole beginning. I want to make sure you get that note, and I want you to have to work for it. Get that one note. And by the way, that's the note that everybody messes up. So it's not like you're alone in that. You just got to work it out, and guarantee in your own mind you're going to get it right. So
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Oh crap! Okay.
By the way, let me just throw out something. These long note values, they seem easy enough. There's hardly anything you're playing, but the fact that so much time takes place, it actually makes it hard. That's why I'm saying if you can go faster, it actually makes it easier.
1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and I started to do it again. Okay. Anticipating. All right.
When's it come in? When's it come in? Say it in your mind.
It comes in 2. It comes in on the 2, but I think I'm trying to, because it's the same note, I'm getting ready to, that I'm already holding, I'm thinking I can get somewhere.
I know. I got you.
I'm already there.
I understand. Okay, go again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and wow. Okay. Keep going. Okay.
Go faster. Go twice as fast. Go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try it.
1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1. Nope.
But at least you got there quicker.
I can start all over again. Okay.
It's okay. You're going to get it. You just listen. Convince yourself that you're going to get that one note right, even if you miss other notes.
Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3
Wait a second. Hold on a second. I got to point something else out to you. If you started at the second measure of line 2, clearly you can do it right at that point. You've also proven that you can do it right starting at the beginning of line 2. But that's not the point. It has a whole different sense of tension when you start at the beginning. And that's what you got to see, that it really is an obstacle to overcome. And this is an instance where, since the entire thing is about the rhythm, it doesn't matter if you can get it right 1 measure out or 2 measures out. It really matters that you can get it right from the beginning, you know? But I just want you to see that psychologically, it's interesting how the more measures you add in, it takes on its own psychological life. It's kind of cool. Anyway, go ahead.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Go.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1. And by the way, all you're doing is going back and forth between the same 2 chords, right?
wait.
In the left hand, there's only 2 chords. It's one or the other. So you shouldn't have to think that through. And in the right hand, you're just going from blue to green to blue. Just back and forth, right? That's all they did, both hands. Yep, try it again. I want you to see if you can get these 2 lines perfect, at least once.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3.
Hey, you got the 1 note though, so that was good. And everything was perfect up to that point, so still an improvement. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Nope. So those notes are coming. You're going to hit something on 2 and the and immediately following it, right?
Yes.
You got to convince yourself of that. And by the way, what makes this challenging is that you've had syncopation up to that point that you're anticipating. And all of a sudden you're breaking by starting on a 1 and then coming in on a 2. You're busting your sense of syncopation. But because it's so long, it actually is sort of syncopated. It's really strange. It's a strange feeling.
Okay.
That's what you're battling against.
4 and 1 and 2 and 3. No, too soon. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and oh jeez. Okay. I am not deterred.
If you need to practice it from line 2 again just a couple times to get a sense of it again, you can try that. If you think it'll help you, I don't know.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and up. That's why. Okay. I'm so worried about getting that chord that I'm not paying attention to that next count. Okay. Let me try one more time. I think I can work this out. So we go 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and
nope. 2 and right on top of each other.
2 and 3. Okay. Try it again. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2.
Yeah, it's that easy. You just got, and I'd like to say it's that easy, but I know that when you go back to the beginning, it's going to change how you feel it. Not to say you're going to get it wrong. You just got to convince yourself that like you're starting over when you get at line 2, as if nothing else came before it. It's hard to do, but
1, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and 4.
Oh, great. I'm glad you counted all those out too. All right, let's just look at let's look at measures 9 and 10 in the right hand only. You have 2 chords. You start with one, go to another, and come back to right where you were. So just play those back and forth without even counting it. Just play the chords.
Which measures?
9 and 10 on line 3. Just play the right hand only. Get your chord. What's the chord? You don't have it yet.
Wait, there's my chord.
Okay, play it. And then the next one. And the next one. So you're just going back and forth, right?
Yes. So we go.
Count it. Just the right hand and play it by itself.
So count like the rhythm?
Count the rhythm of 9 and 10. Yes. Play the right hand by itself.
All right. So we got
just play.
1, 2. Okay. So we got 1 and wait. That's an A tied to a chord.
They're all. Okay. It's just all a half tied to an 8. Okay. Nothing funny about
1 and 2 and 3 and.
No. Got a dotted quarter there.
So I need at least the and 3
yeah.
and. Okay.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and.
Yeah.
2.
The left hand has the exact same rhythm, right?
Yes.
Going back and forth between just 2 chords, right?
Yes.
Okay. Play the chords back and forth together without counting with the right hand. Just get the back and forth motion together. Play it with the right hand. Play it with the right hand.
Okay.
Without counting, just play the chords to get the feel of the chords together. Back together. Both hands together.
Oh, okay. So we go.
Okay. Good. Play it now. Count it in real time.
2 and 3 and 4 and 2.
Good. Stop. Do it again.
4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Good. Now let's look at the next 2 measures. It's the same 2 chords in each hand, right?
Yes.
All you've got to do is count it right. And they're all consecutive. So let's see what happens. Got to rest on 1.
Okay. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and nope.
Yes. And you got a quarter note there you've got to hold. So.
Oh, okay. Ah, that's where my, okay. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Ah, it's a tied note.
Oh.
Yeah. Go again. And by the way, don't play staccato. They're 8th notes, but you can still hold them down. Yeah, not so forcefully. No, play it. Just play it the same speed you were.
Okay. So we go 1 and
Nope.
2.
One is a rest.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Yeah, faster this time. The way that you have been counting. Faster.
All right, so we go 1 and 2 and 3 and
No, nope, nope. Go again.
So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1
Good.
and 2 and
So now
3.
I'll play all of line 3. All of
Again?
line 3.
All of line 3.
Until you get it perfect. Hopefully it'll be the first time.
So 1 and 2 and
Nope.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Nope. Start again. Nope. There's nothing on 1 in measure 3. Nothing on 1.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Nope. 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 Again. Can't. And by the way, it's impossible to try to analyze this and think this through ahead of time. You just have to play it. Because you got to get used to how it feels. That's all it is.
So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Nope, 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 nope.
Wait, what am I doing wrong?
Play the last 2 measures again.
So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There it is.
Again, do it again. But by the way, if you have hesitation with your count, it's just going to make it harder. You need to count solidly, and if you mess up, you mess up. But don't hesitate. Have complete confidence.
So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and
Nope.
Nope. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Yep. Try the whole line again.
So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and oh no. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and
Nice, that was it. Let's see if you can do it twice in a row.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Nope, nope, nope. You started on 1.
What?
You didn't do the rest. You started on 1. It's really hard to resist. The anticipation is unbelievable.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Nope. But by the way, do you see what your mistake was right there? You came in on the and a 4 like what you're doing on the 3rd measure of that line. It's so easy to confuse the 2 sections. That's the problem. And that's the challenge as well, because you want to be able to have completely different types of rhythms in a song and be able to do them easily. and flow between completely disparate ideas. That's the concept.
1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1.
Nope, you came in on 1 again.
1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest.
I think, yes, you're right that it is a rest, but I think saying the word threw you off your count. That happens sometimes.
1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
No, no. Do the last 2 measures again. Get it back in your head.
1.
Now, don't go that slow. You just have to keep trying at that same speed.
1 and 2 and 3.
Nope, nope.
1. 4.
That was it.
1. 4.
Yep, try the whole line again.
2 and 3, 4.
Nope. And again, you came in on the and of 4, like what occurs at the end of the line. So you're transferring one rhythm onto another set. That's the challenge.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and I'm doing something weird. I mean, like the rest is really weird.
I know. I know.
Okay. 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Came in on 1 again.
rest.
Yep.
1 and 2 and 3 and
Nope, nope.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1.
All right, that's the second time you've done it perfect. That was good. Let's see if you can do it twice in a row again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2
Okay, you're getting it now correct with more rapidity. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4.
Nice. That's an improvement. Okay, now to throw you off even further, let's work on the first measure of the last line.
Okay, first measure of the last line.
So you got 2 chords. Just go ahead and figure out those 2 chords. Your hand position's off. There you go. What are the 2 chords? Just play them all at the same time. Don't do it piecemeal. By the way, try to resist the urge to ever do a chord piecemeal, one at a time, because you always want to convince yourself that you can play any combination of notes simultaneously and your fingers will do it. So, anyway, do it again. What are those 2 chords? Back and forth, just keep. Okay. Now play the 2 left-hand chords, which are going to be funky because they're second. They're right next to each other. I can't tell what you're playing. Do it again. Yep. And the next one is?
It's, oh,
Ah, don't move that third finger. What is it?
Oh, it's the same note. Oh, it's.
Nope. What's the second chord? It's a blue-green.
Oh. Oh.
That's it.
So this, that.
Yeah, lots of dissonance. And you've never played a chord like that. So, now I want you to play them back and forth together. Don't count. Just play the right hand and left hand together. They come in, together.
Together. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Just transition back and forth between those two chords. Both hands. With both hands at the same time.
that.
Uh-huh.
And then
Just keep going back and forth.
oh, no, there. And
Keep doing it.
so go. Oops. That.
You got to keep doing it until it gets comfortable to you.
Say it again?
You got to keep doing it until it feels comfortable. All right, now count it with the rhythm into the first note of measure 2 on that last line.
Wait. Say it again?
Just start with measure 1 and at least count through to the first note of measure 2 of the last line.
One and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Yeah. Do it again. Don't slow down. You got to resist the urge to slow down because it's not going to help you. Try again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Good. Again.
1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Okay. Now, let's do measure 2 in isolation. Notice that the right hand has yellow in every chord, and so does the left hand. So go ahead and play it. You should be able to do it straight away. Just play.
Wait, everything? Or just the chords? Okay, chords.
I want you to play measure 2 of the last line with both hands.
So it's 1 and 2 and
Nope.
3.
Nope.
No.
Go again.
Wait,
What's that chord in the right hand? Okay.
It's the same chord.
Yeah, count it though, loud. Count strongly.
1 and 2. Wait, no.
Count faster.
and
Don't count slow.
2.
You can do it. Just keep, until you figure it out, keep counting at the same fast pace you've been doing. You'll get it.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Do it again.
I was wrong there.
What's the chord in the right hand? What's the first one?
It's this one.
Okay. Go.
1 and 2 and 3.
When's the left hand come in? Does the left hand come in on 3? Those are half notes, right?
Wait, left hand.
Has to be 3. Those are just 2 half notes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we go. Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and.
What's that chord again in the left hand? It's got yellow in it.
Wait, which one?
The left-hand chord has yellow, which means that since yellow is the thumb in your left hand and yellow is the thumb in your right hand, your thumb is playing in both hands on every single chord in that measure. Every chord has a thumb.
Okay.
Go again.
One and two.
Count strong. Don't stop.
2 and 3 and
Thumb in the left hand. Are you playing a thumb?
Oh, that.
That's why I'm pointing it out. You got to play a thumb. You're going to want to switch because that's what you've been doing, but not in this case.
Okay, so we go 1 and 2 and 3 and
Nope.
4.
What's the right hand? What's the second chord in the right hand? All you did was drop off a note. Your first and fifth finger are the same. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So we go 1 and 2 and 3.
Nope. Your thumb.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. Okay. 1 and 2, no, 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Okay. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Nope.
And 2 and 4 and.
Okay. Keep doing it.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 4.
Good. Now play it from there all the way to the end of the song. Knowing that all you got to do is focus on the left hand to the end. Okay.
And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. What the heck is that thing over that last note? 4 and. Uh-oh, it's supposed to go to the end. Oops. Oh no, that's the time note.
Okay. Good. Do all three measures again. That's a ledger line. Do you see how it's still line, space, line, space? That's how you're reading off the staff.
Oh, okay.
It's just extending the staff downwards.
Right.
You could extend it even further. You just haven't seen that before.
1 and 2 and 3. Nope. Supposed to be 3. And 2 and 1.
Okay, stop a second. Wait. The third measure on that line, which finger is playing in each hand?
2.
All right. Go right to it. Start it again.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Good. Don't go so slow this time. You went slower, 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 slower. Keep the same pace. You can do it.
And 2 and.
Nope. What's your chord?
1. There's my chord.
Yeah, keep counting solidly with speed.
1 and 2 and.
Nope. Again. Keep counting solidly. Same pace.
1 and 2.
Too slow. I want you to speed up slightly. Slightly.
Okay, so we wait. So 1 and 2 and.
Nope. Switch chord again.
Wait, what am I doing?
Right hand, you keep dropping the chord to a different chord. Yep, stays with that fifth finger.
That one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
1 and 2 and. That's the wrong. No, it's right.
Go again. Jump in. Don't think too much.
1 and 2 and
nope. Drop the chord.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Oh, second fingers. Both second fingers on that measure. Go again.
Okay.
You switched hand positions to the left hand. Watch your left hand. Where is it? Where is it? Nope. Down, down. Left hand. There you go. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we go. All right. Do it again. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Once again, though, you keep slowing down, slowing down. Keep the same pace. Count strong. Have confidence and just play the notes. You'll either get them or you won't.
1 and 2.
Nope.
1 and 2 and
nope. And by the way, no matter how many times you miss the pitch, here's the thing. You really got to take this to heart. Even if you miss that chord 100 times, you're going to continue to miss it if you don't keep your count constant. Because ultimately, the most challenging part of this whole piece has nothing to do with the pitches. It has to do with the durations. And so keeping a constant count and a strong count will ultimately make it a whole lot easier to get the right chords. You just got to convince yourself that that's true and keep counting constantly and strongly. So try it again.
1 and 2 1 and 2 and 3 notes.
You got it. Just keep counting. As long as you're counting strongly, you're doing something right.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Just start again. Just start again. Second fingers. Both second fingers right there. You don't even have to read the notes. Don't even have to read them.
1 and 2 and 4 and 1.
Second fingers.
Second finger.
I know. Okay, go ahead.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and
Nice.
2.
Let's try the whole last line. It's really no more difficult. You're just playing those chords back and forth.
Wait, so last line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Okay. And you can't lose your count, though. Again, either just stop playing and start over, but don't slow down. Don't slow down. Okay, go again.
1, 2, and
Nope.
no, too soon. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Not bad. Let's do it one more time. Not bad at all.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Cool. You should probably like shake out your hands or stretch your arms or something. Just get rid of whatever tension, you know? Crack your back, whatever you got to do. Oh my goodness. So just so you know, that is out of the entire methodology, that's the last song I wrote. Even though it comes early on. And I didn't like the one I had, Actually, I wrote almost twice as many songs as are in the methodology and just threw a lot of them away. And because they just didn't serve the purpose initially that I wanted them to. So I, kept refining. But this was the very last one I wrote. And I just, it's funny. I don't see it as that hard, but it just depends. Kind of on the person and kind of on what you listen to. I think there's a lot of different things that are brought to bear, but the biggest thing is if you have any issues with syncopation up front, or that it's difficult for you to get into it initially, then this song is extremely hard, and that's what it just is. And the point is, it's kind of like anything that you do that takes you out of a comfort zone. At some point, you just have to let go and just feel it for what it is and be okay with it. And that's kind of this song, because there's so many different types of duration lengths in here. Just turns you upside down. And that's, I think, what's happening. And so until you really get comfortable with it, and like I said, you can't think it through because you're feeling it and you can feel these differences. And so you just got to do it enough until you feel comfortable. That's all. Let's play the scales through again.
In order?
Yeah.
Okay, oops. Okay. Yellow orange. Nope. Wrong notes. Turn around. All right. Yellow, green. Okay. Now we got green. Green is left, right. Blue-green. This is same rules. This is right. And we've got blue-green, so back to blue. Violet, start on threes.
Wait, which finger starts again?
Say it again?
Which finger starts again? Okay.
Threes. What am I doing wrong?
Nice.
Okay. So we got violet, 3 and 4. This is
Nice.
Okay, and then red light.
Nice. Much, much better. And, you know, it's funny how you correct yourself, you know, under your breath. So I can hear what you're saying. And I mean, it's funny to hear you say the logistics of each one when you get confused. And it's great because you're going back to the rules, which means you definitely know them. And so even if you're messing up, I don't really care because what you're doing correct is you've got the rules down in your head. And it's just a matter of applying them. So, you know, a few of them you have hangups, but you absolutely are correct, self-correcting now. I'm not saying a thing. That's amazing, and I really like it. All right, let's try playing song 20 straight through. See how that goes before we depart it.
Can't say I'll be sad to see it go. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's wrong. And I need to go faster. Uh-oh. Oh. What happened? Hang on a second.
Yep.
My Denali just closed for some reason.
Weird. It doesn't want you to play it again.
Stop torturing me. Okay. So.
Okay.
One, two, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 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 and 3, and 4, and 1, and damn it. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Go on to the next line.
Say it again?
Go on to the third line.
Okay. Third line is here. So, 2, and 3, and 2, and 3, 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2,
Wow. All right, I got to ask you. Did you think you were going to do that well? Maybe you did.
No.
I don't know. I'm just blown away. I mean,
after doing it, I think it started to kind of feel familiar, so I kind of know where I need to go. And what I noticed myself doing more too is looking ahead.
Yeah.
To see where the next was coming, whereas normally I'm like right in the minute.
Well,
looking at. So like once I kind of know the stuff I know, I try to say, okay, I know this, so I can kind of peek ahead and see what's coming next. So that kind of helped me.
Wow, I'm just blown away. I mean, if it wasn't for that one mistake, you had the whole thing perfect. I mean, at least you caught it. You knew what you did wrong. I'm really impressed. Wow, that's good. Let's leave that one behind because I know it's challenging. But that was good. I mean, that was really, you know, that was good because that's a tough song. There's no doubt. All right, let's go to song 21 in lesson 5. And even though there is a rhythmic exercise to it, we're going to bypass it because it's going to be fairly obvious. But it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. We'll see. I have no idea how you react to this. Whoops. And you got it up?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Sorry, I got a glitch going on here. I don't know what the deal is.
You still see my video?
Yeah, it's just, I have this error that occurs every once in a while in my program for some reason. I don't know what it is. It shifts my zoom automatically for some reason. Okay, so song 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got yellow and yellow hand positions in normal central areas, not so far apart. So you're in the wrong hand positions in both hands.
I am?
Mm-hmm. They're both yellow, but they're not that far apart. Where's the right hand?
Between 6 and 7.
Yeah. Okay. And where's the left hand?
Between 5 and 6.
Okay. There you go.
Together.
Right next to each other. Okay. Now, look at the time signature, which I haven't even had you pay attention to before. What's it say?
3/4.
3 beats per measure. So every measure is just 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Other than that, nothing changes. A half note lasts for 1 and 2 and, or just 2. It lasts for 4/8 notes, however you want to view it. A dotted quarter still lasts for 3/8 notes. So you're just never counting 4 and.
Okay.
That's all there is to it. Not much syncopation here at all. Pretty straightforward. See how it goes. Just play it straight through. You might just get it straight away. I don't know.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Right. Not 4.
Oh, 1
Not
and
2
and.
Again, that's the complicated feature, and it obviously just proved the point that that's it. You just have to overcome that urge. That's what it is.
All right, so we go 1 and 2 and 3 and whoa.
1
and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and
3 together. 3 together, same note.
3 and 1 and 2 and 3
Different notes. Different notes. Try it again. 1 and
1 and 2 and
keep going.
2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2.
Same notes.
1 and 2 and 3 and
Hit something.
1 and 2.
Nope. Read those notes. Keep reading the notes. I think you're overcomplicating it.
1 and 2 and 3 and then we got a chord. Let's wait. 1 and 2 and 3
Together.
3 and
1 1 1
1 and
Different notes. Different notes.
One. Wait, see, they're next to one and two.
What's that chord in the left hand?
And 3. Okay.
Yeah, so I can't tell you exactly what's going on, but when you played, say, song 17, or 18, which is the same hand position as this in both hands, you went much faster. So something's making you hesitant about just playing the notes, because in a lot of the measures, like measure 1, there's only 2 notes in the left hand, 6 notes in the right hand. So the gap between those 2 notes in the left hand, you should just be able to breeze through those notes. Yet you're delaying and having a lot of hesitancy. So is the hesitancy because you're worried about counting it right, or you don't know the notes?
Otherwise, the time signature is kind of throwing me.
I don't know, but the point, you need to let it go. And if you mess up on the time signature, so what? You can always just start at 1 every new measure. But I want you to try to play it again and just go into it vigorously and just treat it like an exercise and just play those notes and get them right. Don't question and just don't worry about getting them right so much as just playing something, and maybe you'll get them right. See what happens. You know, it doesn't mean you have to go fast. I just want you to play constantly and without hesitation. That's all.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1 and 1. Just start 1 again. Go. 1. Jump right in. Measure 2. Go.
1 and 2.
No. Now you're hesitating again. Just play those notes. So play something. 1 and 2. Good. Much better.
And 2 and 3 and
together. Keep going.
1 and 2 and 3.
Good. Try that measure again. And just try not to hesitate. Be confident. Play something.
1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and
Nope.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1. Start it again. 1. Just jump right in. Go.
1.
Count. Be confident and just count.
1 and
Nope. Count again. Start again. Do it again. Count. Go. Play something.
1 and 2 and 3.
Yep. Do it again. Let's see if you can get the notes right. Go again.
1 and 2 and 3 and
Good. Keep going.
1 and 2 and
Nope. Something plays on every count. Go.
go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1. Do it again.
1 and 2 and 3 and
Good. Hit it.
1 and 2 and 3.
All right. Do that measure again without hesitation. Obviously, you don't have anything in the left hand.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1.
So start with the third measure of that line again. And I want you to do that to the end of the line with no hesitation.
2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and
Yep, do it again and see if you can get all the right notes. Do it again. Nope. You're missing that blue note in the left hand. Go again. Same two measures. 1. Go again. No hesitation. You're either getting, those are single steps right there. By the way, those last notes are nothing but single steps. Go again. Jump. Good. Hit that chord. Don't think about it too much. Yep. Do it again. Yep. No hesitation. Do it again. You can do it. No hesitation. Do it again. One and. Good. Do it again. No hesitation. Good. 1. Keep going. Keep going. Finish it out. 3. 3. Yeah, finish it out. And.
Like 3 and 1 and 2.
Very last note. And.
Last one. Sorry.
It's okay. Good. Let's just work on that measure. That's clearly the hardest measure just because it's lots and lots of combinations at one time. Take your time. Just get more comfortable with that measure. Again. Yeah, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Good. You got it. A few more times. Again.
No.
Right hand. Let's do it 2 more times. That was good. You got it. Nope. Again. Again. Cool. Let's play the whole song one more time. And just realize it's really not that hard. I'm just trying to get you to be more aggressive at it because you can be. And don't worry about the mistakes so much. And, you know, just feel like you're confident with every single note because you're more than likely going to get more of them right if you are. So that's all.
All right, so we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1.
No, 1 and 2 and. So focus on every time I mean, you do notice the measure break, right?
Yes.
So focus on really declaring the word one loudly, just to try to force the habit here.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
One.
Oh,
I know. It can be hard. I know.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Different notes. Start that line again. Same two measures are exactly, first two measures are exactly the same. Watch your notes. Go.
1.
Wait, different notes. Something's off.
Oh, I'm playing yellow. Not that one.
Okay.
1.
Right hand is what? Nope.
Green.
Okay.
Trying to mirror. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and same note. They're both twos.
Yes.
So we go 1 and 2 and
Nope. You're syncopating unnecessarily. This is all just easy straight count.
1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 2 and
Different notes.
1 and
Nope. No syncopation there.
so it's 1. So it'd be 1 and wait.
You're overthinking it. Just play. Those are quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Wait, but there's a dot note there.
Yeah, but don't worry about that dot. Who cares? Nope. That's our quarter notes in the left hand. They have to be 1, 2, and 3. That's what I'm saying. You're overthinking things.
1. Oh, so that comes in.
2. It has to be on 2, right? Has to be.
What about the
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
1 and 2 and
Yeah, right. But you just played the wrong notes. Now you just got to get the right notes. You had the right rhythm.
there. 1 and 2 and
Different note. What's that second note in the right hand? Okay. Go ahead.
1 and 2 and no 1 and 2 and 3 and 1.
1. I know. It's the hardest thing in the world.
1. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. No,
Yes.
that was right.
Yes. Do it again. Do those last two measures again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2.
Nope. What's that left hand?
Oh, change.
Exactly. Do them again. I want you to see if we can get these two back to back.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and...
Yep. Try again. I want to see if you can get them perfect.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and oh yeah. And then I gotta.
What do you think the problem is?
And
And I honestly mean it sincerely. By the way, don't think I'm critiquing you at all. I am.
I don't know. I think switching the hand positions from the last one kind of threw me because I'm used to both. Like the last song, both hands are playing different positions.
That's a very valid point because it's a dramatic difference.
Still I'm confused as to where notes are because in the yellow orange position they're somewhere else.
Right. That
so I think
could be part of it.
And I think the changing to the counting is kind of throwing me off a bit.
I think it's two things. The hand position, you're right, could be a factor in terms of the fact that the last one was 4 octaves apart. I don't think it's so much switching from yellow, orange to yellow, because you've done that plenty of times, that concept, with no big deal. So I think it's the expanse of the hand position. I think it's the complexity of the durations that you had in the last song. And now you're back to actually something very simple. This is actually on par with like the first 4 songs in terms of its sheer note difficulty. I'm not saying that to in any way diminish what you're doing. It's the 3/4 time signature. It's crazy how complex that can be when it's unexpected. So even though the notes and the internal durations of the measure are very straightforward, it's just that all-encompassing 3/4 coming from the last song. I have total belief that that's what's throwing you. I just wanted to get your take, but and the only thing I can say is ultimately you have to fight through it. There's just nothing else. You have to get comfortable with it, and we can mix up some things and we can go and do some other exercises and stuff, but ultimately you just have to come to terms with it. And it's hit or miss. For example, if my guess is, on average, if you had a dancer who consistently was dancing in 3/4 time, say something like a waltz, and they came and they were playing piano like this, they would probably breeze right into this song because the count is so familiar to them. Now, I'm not saying it's an unfamiliar count to you, but it's the difference between counting and feeling the count with their bodies already. And so that's something that happens. And people who don't have that familiarity from one reason or another, then this will throw them. So I mean, I can't tell necessarily by what you listen to or what you do or things like that, but it really is challenging. What I would say is, why don't we do the scales again, just to break it up, and then see if you can come back to it and see if that'll kind of like taking intermezzo and clearing the palate, So see if it has an effect. Good. Go on the next one. Next one.
Green, blue, green. Rules apply. This is right.
Got it? Still there? Go, go. Well. Hmm. Huh. Wow, I don't know what happened right there. I can't see your video though. There you go. No, can't see it yet.
No? Okay, hold on.
That was just a total knockout.
Let's see here.
All right, there you go. Oh, so I thought of something. So walking in a straight line is pretty simple, right?
Yes.
You know? But if you were to spin in circles like 10 times and then were asked to walk in a straight line, probably couldn't do it very easily, right?
Right.
Okay, that really is what happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In all actuality, the song is simple, but it definitely doesn't seem so because it's as if you were spinning in circles and asked to then do something that it's encapsulated in a different way, and it's really challenging. And by the way, it's I don't know, I would say about 75% of all students struggle about the same way as you on this. So there is a portion that does it fairly easily, but I think it has absolutely to do with some aspect of their human experience that they've had to that point that makes this easier or not. And I'm just pointing that out. It is challenging for lots and lots of reasons. So anyway, go ahead and start with the blue-violet scale because I missed all that.
All right, blue-violet. Wait.
Not blue-green, blue-violet.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Do 30.
Nice.
Okay. Violet. We got 3 and 4. So we go. Violet.
Way to attack it. I like it. Yeah, watch that left-hand crossover.
Okay. So here.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Then we got violet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start on top. Okay.
Yeah, just start again. You got it. You'll get it. All right. Cool. So let's well, another comment. So all these 4 songs in this lesson are all going to be in 3/4 time, but I think it's going to ease up on you because this one doesn't feel traditionally like a common 3/4 song, and it was designed that way on purpose. The other ones do, so that'll make them easier to play. But just so you know, every single lesson from this point forward is really going to kind of throw you a curveball from a rhythmic standpoint. The pitch content is, all the new hand positions are going to get easier and easier, but the durations are going to get harder and harder. And the whole point is to have you play so many different types of durations that you just let everything go and begin to just get comfortable with no matter what comes at you. So there's no style of music that you wouldn't feel comfortable in understanding or going with. That's the concept. Is just totally getting comfortable, throwing yourself into the whirlwind. That's the idea. And it is challenging up front because it's very much a non-traditional approach, but it works. Definitely works. So let's open up in lesson 5, exercise 1, and work on the new hand position. And this will be fun because it's going to feel totally different.
Wait, which exercise?
Exercise 1. Not rhythm exercise 1, just normal exercise 1. It's funny how I use words like normal and stuff. I'm not sure what would be politically correct in terms of these things, but I try. So this is the yellow-green hand position. So figure out what those it's the first 5 notes of the scale, but played with your 5 fingers. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, in order to really play this successfully, you see how you have to play forward on the keys a little bit. And your left hand, that's even more true because you got to get your thumb up on that black note. Yeah. Drop down an octave. I think it'll be a little easier for you to not have your left hand so far across your center. And the yellow note with your second finger. It's just the first 5 notes of the scale. So it's left, left.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And drop your right hand back down an octave 2. So this one, it's actually somewhat easier because you now have 3 black notes, but it's harder because you're going forward. Now, the one thing I can tell you is if you don't stay forward on the keys, the biggest mistake you'll make is in your left hand, your thumb's going to drop down to a white note. That's the most common mistake, is you pull back. Okay? So, play through the page at whatever pace you want. So let me stop you right there for a second. How did that line feel with this hand position compared to every time you've played it before?
Really awkward. Other ones seem like, once I start playing them, they feel familiar.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel familiar.
Exactly. So yeah, it does feel like you're totally in foreign terrain here. Keep going. Good. Let's go to exercise 3. I just want to kind of go through these exercises. We don't have that much time left, just to get some more exposure, because we'll come back and do it again next time, but just to get a little bit of
3?
Yeah, exercise 3. A little bit of exposure tonight, so you've seen it. That way it won't be completely fresh next time. Have a little bit of chance for your mind to open up to it. So notice that we're still going to play. This is an exercise, still for both hands, but it's back in the 3/4 time position. So even though it's an exercise, let's go ahead. Make sure you get back in the yellow-green hand position, not yellow. Let's go ahead and count it out loud, which we don't usually do. But let's do it. So one and quarter note.
1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and.
You got it.
Wait, so
1 and 2, dotted quarter note, right?
1 and 2.
No, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Got to get a 3-word count there.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. I did it.
Yep, it's okay.
And 2 and 3. Oh, one up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 2 There.
Yep. Doing great.
Okay, now I'm up. Okay, go here. Pick up here. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2.
Wait, you got something wrong. Just because it sounded like you're playing 2 different notes.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
And pick. Okay, this one is K crowned. This one has.
Yep.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2 and
Stop right there. Freeze. Just freeze. Look at your left hand. Yep, and that's a common thing. So if you're questioning something, the tendency is to pull your hand back down. It's just a very common reaction, and then you're setting yourself up for not having it positioned later. I'm just pointing that out, and that it just happens. Keep going. You're doing great.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and
those are just all quarter notes, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like it's different. Hang on just a second. Go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. But you do see that it's 3 quarter notes, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to focus on that for a second because it's some of the mistakes that you're making that make me just definitely hone in on the fact that it's the 3/4 time that's throwing you. Because you would never make that mistake if it was 4/4 time. There's just no doubt in my mind, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. You're totally free to make these mistakes. I just I just want you to realize why. So what I think we should do, I mean, we're basically out of time anyway, but let's just leave it there because, that was good enough. That was good enough. It's hard. It's a definitely hard transition, and no big deal. Part of the learning process is just making some mistakes, be willing to do it, put yourself into it, and that's, the one thing I can say that's so impressive. Especially, I think in some ways it's easier for kids to make mistakes than adults because we've been around long enough to say, why should I be doing this? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, who cares? It's fine. It's no big deal. So that will conclude lesson 54 and 55 of the Virtuoso method with Bernard Kitchens, February 4th, 2015.